For the chance to show our new locker solution. We call it loxmate. Why we call it loxmate? Lox could be for the locker, and mate, we want to be your mate to drive you to the journey to bring you in the lockers to solutions. Peter already told me that KEBA is quite long in this business. I'm also myself. I'm 16 years in this out-of-home delivery business, where it was like a startup topic. KEBA itself is doing more than lockers. We are an company which is doing automation in different areas. We're doing charging solutions for electric cars. We're doing industrial automation, and we are quite long in this field. And I think also our experience in this field helps our customers that we can show what we can do, we can consult them what are the right solutions, and what our experience helps them. At first I want to talk a little bit about the trends. I think the trends are quite obvious, but still I think it makes sense to have a clear picture. What we see here, we have this strong market growth. We still see in European, the business, B2B, still some problems. If you look to e-commerce, after, let's say, the inflation recession, now still the parcel volume goes up, and it means still that also the trends which we see in the future, the e-commerce itself goes up, and also the topic out of home gets much more importance at all our logistics companies here in Europe. What's also important for our customers is the focus on sustainability, CO2 reduction. We want to be climate neutral as an economy in the next steps. It means also we have to look on our solution, how we can improve and help our customers to go their journey to the right way. Third big topic is last mile. In Europe, in many countries, home delivery was a standard, and it was normal that the postman comes to each household every day. If you look now to the situation that the postal companies have now discussions how to change the universal service obligation, maybe only go twice a day to the home and so on, and all this changing in the environment. Also, let's say also that now many logistics companies doing B2C parcel to your home brings here also a topic that the companies have to look on the costs, and also that means if you look that you find the right workers to do all this topic is difficult. That means also here the trend, what we see that out of home can help here to find the right cost-effective solution, which also is accepted by the end users. Diversifying the network means, from our point of view, if you look quite long in the back, we was thinking that maybe if in one country there's one locker network, it would be there's no place for a second one. If you look now to the current situation, to different European countries, there is different approach. Many of the logistics companies doing their own locker network, but they also try to share some of their resources with other logistics. I think also this topic to cooperate and still to be competitive is a trend with what we see, and also we tried to have a focus, what does this mean on the locker, what we have to produce. The fifth point, I think, is the very important, because it doesn't help you if you provide the perfect locker solution if the end user does not use it. It was also in the speeches before, this kind of change of behavior, the end user must see an advantage for him, that it makes more sense to go to a locker compared to home delivery, and also if it is difficult and he has some barriers on the locker, he will not use the system anymore, and this would mean that you have built a big infrastructure but nobody uses it. And also this new European Accessibility Act means also that we have to have a focus that all people can use it. That means also impaired people in wheelchairs, which are visually impaired and so on. Also this we have already years ago. We have made a solution with the customer from our side, where really we have a solution where all these different people with impaired things can use our lockers, and so also it means really provide a solution which is usable for all people. What do we think, what is the strengths of KEBA? Why we are in this business and where we are now, and also where we think that also in the future we have a good approach here. That is what we say, that we are, everybody only sees the locker itself, the hardware, the mechanics, and so on. But we really can provide a total portfolio. That means we can provide the locker, the software on the locker, also the central software. It was a locker management platform which you can find out business intelligence to operate the locker. Also the services, that means we do the deployment of the lockers. The service, that means besides the logistics, everything can be provided by KEBA. But on the other hand, we know also that some of our customers said some part of these solutions I want to do by my own. That means also the customer can select which kind of which part of the portfolio he wants to have from us and what he wants to do by himself. And also here we have clear APIs to make here a good solution and the final end customers. Now everybody's talking about autonomous lockers. That means that's the new challenge to be. Also we present here now our new autonomous locker, and also what we can, let's say, what was the background for our new development. We have already 3,000 solar powered lockers in the field. This experience, what is happening in winter time, how is happening with snow and all these topics, I think we have good experience, and based out of this experience we made with our loxmate the next step in the development. I still think that we are one of the benchmarks in the industry. We have proven our solution over more than 20 years. We prove it every day how it works. We prove it in the north of Europe. We have also customers in the south. So all this topic with, let's say, icing, boxes, heat in summer, and all these topics we can not only show to our data sheets, we also can say we have proven this in real life, and every customer can go to our references and get the approval that it's good. For us, important is long-standing partnerships. If you want to be a supplier in all Europe, where you provide all these solutions, you need a good supply chain. You need here stable partners which helps you to produce the lockers. Also, of course, the service organizations, you need partners to do the service in the field. But also, we are proud that with our customers we see a partnership approach, that we discuss together what are their needs, that we help them with experience from other customers, that he gets the right solution. Yeah, the loxmate, to explore it. What's one big topic? Yeah, I think it's clear, a locker must be flexible. That means what we see, still when we're talking about, there's only talking about autonomous lockers. What we have now made with our loxmate, we have a framework which provides a solution for all these topics. This loxmate solution can be autonomous, powered by solar. That means needs no power consumption, needs no framework, but also if you think about maybe you have indoor solutions, or still you have very big installation nearby the houses, and you still think a power grid solution is the right one. All of this out you get of one solution, of one you can put of one framework. You can put your parcels, what you need for your approach, and you also can use in one network all these different things. That means our software runs on all these lockers types, independent if it's an autonomous one or a grid one. And that's the approach. What we say to be very flexible is the right one. I already talked about this power supply topic. I think solar power is, from our point of view, the most ecological and economy one. That's what we see as a good solution. Of course, we have a backup battery inside, that if in the dark time in the night or winter time, you can back up the power there. And also it's important that the installation, or also the, let's say, extension or downsize of a locker is quite easy, can be easily done. And this can be done easily also from the hardware perspective, how easily I can add on a module or I put it away. Also from the software perspective, how easy is it to, let's say, configure this new solution. Especially in Eastern Europe, we still see that this cash on delivery topic is a big topic because the end user don't want to pay various credit card goods, and here we have here flexible and new payment methods where by pay per link he can do this payment when he picks up his parcel. So also here we say we have a digital solution of a payment idea. Next topic is the user friendliness. Already told before, I think if the end users does not like the solution what you provide, you can do everything, you will not be successful, because it's important that the network has enough parcels, and that means that you really bring here a good solution. That's what we still focus on all these lockers. We still think an user interface, also if a small one, is very important, because with this you can offer a good user experience for the end users. You have the idea, if you want to have new use cases or to change something, you can be very easily also change this user process. If you find out, for example, in the process, at a very specific stage, the user have problems, they quit the process, you see this in our locker management platform, and then you can adjust this and make a better user experience. So we still think this display should be also at the autonomous locker, should be included, because that's the key that you are successful. The compliance with the European Accessibility Act I already mentioned. I think it's a social thing what you have to do, and also it will be, let's say, also from the governance there will be still come more regulations that this have to be, because I think we all supply here new infrastructure, and infrastructure means that it should be used by every people, like the train, like other things. Yeah, we talked now about, let's say, the end user perspective. The third topic, of course, is the carefree operation all the year round. That means, as I said, it's for our logistics partners and also for end users, it's a critical infrastructure. That means if the system does not work, it's a big pain. I don't get my parcel. If the delivery agent cannot drop off their parcels, all the supply chain of our partners will stop. So it's very important that we really have here a high available software, which is really running all the year perfectly, and that we also offer a service that if something occurs, there can be errors on the system, that we have here a solution where we can very quickly, let's say, repair. We have a 10-year spare part availability. That means also this long time topic that our lockers should belong in the field, because I think it makes no sense to replace them everywhere. Is a big topic, and it helps our customers. Also, of course, and also the installation from software and logistics perspective should be a very plug and play easy way. Safety, it's a topic where we think that we still see that the trends that most of the lockers should be reachable 24/7. That means we have to place them outdoor in different areas. And if we look to the whole also climate change, these wind loads and so on, that means also it's very important that the things what you put outside in the field, that it really is safe for wind load, that nothing happens, of course, that nobody is get injured there. And also we have a big focus on this. We have your simulations, we have calculations, and we take really care that what we bring out to the field, we make it test internally a very, very, very good way. And that's also, let's say, it's for us a big topic. But besides the mechanical security and the outside topic also, and we think this IT security, that things try to be hacked. And also here we make penetrations tests to our software that we really provide to our customer a really safe environment. Last topic is we have here placed partly also big boxes out in the field and saying nobody wants to have the media information that some small child are locked to such a locker. And also we have here a very good and proven solution over the years. Last topic, sustainability. KEBA is a worldwide player, but we still have the, let's say, in our DNA, as we call it, that we say we produce in Europe for Europe. If we would be in China's act, we would produce in China for Chinese. We have, based on our experience, what we said with these lockers, 3,000 lockers in the field, we have a big energy reduction to our solar energy. And also if you look how we did our solution, I think if you produce a solar-powered locker, it's very important, not that if the sun is shining like today, that you have a good solar power consumption, that really, if there is in winter times less sun, that at this stage your electronics works very energy reduced, that you have your good standby modus, and still also if you keep the locker in a kind of sleep modus, that also when the customer arrives to the locker, it must be very quickly that it's turning on, because also these two effects of less energy consumption and again and a high user experience. I think that's the big topic what all the industry tries to solve now, and I think we have here, based on our experience in electronics, made a very good solution. Yeah, also the topic how to, let's say, which materials we use, how we made our solution, how good it's recyclable. If we focus on this, that if you have this locker in the field, that still we see that it's a sustainable solution. Yeah, that's almost, I'm on the end. Just to repeat once again, what are from our point the 5 big topics, what the locker solution shall be. It should be exceptional, flexible. It should be user-friendly. It is very important that you are still bring the end users to your system. This carefree operation, that with less amount for service, we have a very high availability. It must be secure in all effects what we're talking about, based from wind, snow load up to IT security, and also the topic to be sustainable is for things for the whole European the locker business area, very important. So I hope I have given you some ideas what is our loxmate, and I would really welcome you to our booth in the Hall 11 and to get more details about our new solution, the loxmate. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Do you have any questions from the audience? But of course I have one. So you are one of the most experienced in the market, right? You've been around so many years. So it's always good, if we can get some insights. How do you see the future for, say, the next 3 years in Europe for lockers? Where do you see the growth? Is it coming from logistics? Is it coming from retail? Where do you see the growth?
We still think that this out-of-home topic for the logistics companies now gets more and more approach. If you look which company has not an out-of-home manager now in this company, so they still think that not the retail will be the big growth, but also this click and collect can be part of this trend. But we still think that the e-commerce brings the volume, and the logistics companies will bring also the growth. That's from our point of view are the big drivers in the future. Also here we see that, as I mentioned before, I think it's not a discussion, do I make my own network? For sure, if I'm a big player, I will do this, but also big players now try to open the network based on their, let's say, they can then define to which conditions they want to open. And this trends also means that from our point of view, if we have open networks, again, what I mentioned before, the user friendliness, also for different delivery agents, it must be very easy for a delivery agent which not so often comes to locker, can quite easily drop off his parcels. Otherwise, he will then again go to the parcel shop and maybe the end user wanted to have this locker solution, the parcel in the locker, so they will be not happy. This is then, let's say, a negative trend.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.